I want to show you something that's going to be hard to unsee once you look at it. And that's what $300,000 buys you in central New York versus New York City. In this video, we're doing a straight side-by-side comparison. The space, the features, the monthly costs, and the life you actually get to live on either side of that number. I'm Tyler Marshall, a real estate agent here in central New York and the host of Living in Central New York, built for buyers who want the honest picture on this market before they make a decision. Let's start with the big picture reality check. In the Syracuse area, Cicero, North Syracuse, Baldwinsville, Liverpool, Fayetteville-Manlius, $300,000 is a realistic and genuinely strong budget. You have options, negotiating position, and you're buying something real. In New York City, $300,000 is barely enough for a small studio or compact one-bedroom co-op in an outer borough, before monthly maintenance fees of $800 to about $1,500 or more on top of your financing. The same dollar amount produces fundamentally different lives. Let me show you exactly what that looks like. Here's what $300,000 actually gets you in central New York. A single family home, 3 to 4 bedrooms, 1.5 to 2 bathrooms, 1,500 to about 2,200 plus square feet. A real backyard for kids, a dog, a garden, or even a grill. A garage, a basement, quiet suburban streets in established neighborhoods with strong school districts, and a commute to Syracuse of 10 to 25 minutes. Proximity to parks, lakes, and outdoor access that city dwellers drive hours to reach on weekends. This is not a starter home you're tolerating. This is a real home where a family can live comfortably, build equity, and actually enjoy the space they're paying for. And really quickly, wherever you're at, if you're thinking about moving to central New York, I put something together for you. It's called the Central New York Master Relocation Guide. Inside has information on the best neighborhoods, their pricing, community breakdowns, and so much more. It's a great starter point and it's completely free. You can download it using the link below. Now, here's what $300,000 gets you in New York City proper. A studio apartment, roughly 400 to 600 square feet in an outer borough, Queens, the edges of Brooklyn, parts of the Bronx, often a co-op with monthly maintenance fees that add a permanent cost on top of your mortgage and never go away. The unit will likely need work. Outdoor space is a maybe on a small balcony or nothing at all. No yard, no garage, no basement, no driveway. You can cross the entire apartment in 10 steps. And you're still competing in a market where actual houses start at $700,000 to $1 million plus. The $300,000 budget in New York City doesn't buy you a home. It buys you a foothold, a small, expensive, maintenance fee burdened foothold in a market structurally designed to extract money from the people living in it. Let's put the side-by-side on the table directly, because I think seeing it clearly matters. On space, CNY gives you a full house with rooms for everyone. New York City gives you an apartment you can cross in 10 steps where every square foot is doing double duty. On outdoor space, CNY gives you a backyard and driveway. New York City gives you a maybe on a small balcony or the nearest park as your yard substitute. On monthly costs, CNY property taxes and utilities go toward your own asset and run dramatically lower than New York City co-op maintenance fees and city taxes combined. On lifestyle, CNY at $300,000 gives you room for kids, pets, guests, and hobbies with breathing room built in. New York City at $300,000 gives you vertical living in tight quarters in a city that costs significantly more every single month just to stay in it. Here's the part that I think matters most: the emotional and financial reality of what this comparison actually means to people. The buyers I work with who come from New York City almost universally describe the moment they ran this comparison as the moment something shifted. Their money had been working against them for years, going into rent or a tiny expensive asset that didn't give them the life they wanted. When they see what $300,000 buys them in CNY, a real house, a yard, a school district, a garage, a neighborhood where kids play outside, it doesn't feel like a trade-off. It feels like their money is finally making sense. They're not giving something up to leave New York City. They're getting something they couldn't access there at any reasonable price point. For the right person, $300,000 in central New York doesn't just buy a house. It buys the life that the money in New York City was never going to produce. And that wraps up this comparison video. Again, if you're interested in moving to central New York, contact me using my contact details below.